as a musician, this is just so cool to see. I love this. It's fantastic. Welcome back, and thank you for joining me for another reaction video. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, turn on notifications, and you'll get all the alerts you need. I got a lot of messages, tweets, inboxes, comments saying, Chase, Band Maid have released an official live performance to Onset on their channel. You got to get on it. And I was like, you don't need to tell me twice. I love these guys. So finally, we're going to be taking a look at Onset. Really glad they got it up because a lot of people have been asking for it, and I felt bad that we hadn't gotten around to it yet. So this makes me very happy now. I believe it's an instrumental, and that's very cool because they write great guitar riffs. They're great musicians, so we're going to see some show-ups, kind of solo work as well, and really keen to get stuck in. It's a fairly short song, and when I say song, it doesn't abide by the structural boundaries that we normally kind of make a lot of comments on and that kind of thing. So I'm excited to get stuck in and watch them just do what they do best. And I hope you guys enjoy it, and I'm sure I will. So Band Maid Onset, let's see what you got. I love that. You know what? It's a short song. Let's go right back to the beginning. I want you to listen out for a couple of things, but I also just want to hear that again, if I'm honest. I'm glad that they're including some great rhythm sections as well. As I mentioned, they write great guitar riffs. That was really catchy. I love how the rhythm guitarist, the lead guitarist, found kind of the chord and lead version to play that same melody, and it worked out really well. It's sounding great. Engineer's done a good job of panning correctly. It's quite a simple expected thing, but it's done quite well. So rhythms to the left and leads to the right, just as you see them on stage, and that gives you an essence of almost being in the crowd. I like when the drums started coming in, accenting kind of hi-hat flair, and then with the kick work. Because the bass, I was drawn to the bass at that point, because what it was doing was a little bit of a hybrid between some support notes in terms of the drums, and then some kind of long lead run out notes, which is this halfway house between what the guitars are doing and what the drummer's doing. So I thought that was really interesting. Awesome so far, really catchy, really great, a lot of high energy. Band Maid, right? The recording quality of the audio is fantastic, particularly of the drum kits. It's awesome. I'm going to go back so it leads in. I love delay pedals, and I love when they introduce that into their music, because it's something I love doing, or used to love doing when I was writing songs. I'd be very interested to know if they play with a click track. If you don't know what a click track is, it's a metronome that sits in their in-ears, in their little headphones that they wear kind of in their ear, and that provides a metronome beat for them to follow. And the reason I ask that is because when you set your delay up, you set that according to a particular tempo, and if for whatever reason when the band starts out playing the song, if they start out at the incorrect tempo, then you notice that immediately when they go into the kind of that delay work. So I mean, they got it dead on. Of course they did, they're professionals, but yeah, it's awesome. Very cool. Nice trim picking. so cool there because obviously she's doing a combination of tapping, hammer-ons and pull-offs with the other hand, and you're getting that almost gentle transfer between notes as opposed to when you use a pick or a plectrum and you get a more harsh clang of the strings. So that's a really nice technique that she's doing there. I like how she's delayed some of the loop of the top and tail of it, so it's almost unexpected. But another thing, back to the bass again, she's progressing with the chord progression to follow the guitar. However, she seems to climb into it and climb down, and that's usually done by kind of going through one of goodness knows how many scales, and you can hear it. It's so smart, such a good placement. It's the time, it's the kind of song, it's the instrumental, right? It's the kind of song to do that with. Just all sounds fantastic. Lighting is awesome. Go back again because that's awesome. There where the rhythm guitarist started doing some of her own kind of chord lead work, if you will, where she was sliding up and down on some of the higher strings while the tapping was going on. So that, again, a credit to how they freshen things up. They don't just play the same pieces, even when it comes to something like this, where you would say it would be excusable because it is this unique instrumental, almost jam session, if you will, but very, very classy, very, very cool. Here we go. Damn. Okay. Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course we're listening to that again. She's good. She's good. We know this, but she's good. Love the tone of her bass as well. It gives enough clang so that you can hear the different notes being played. And I'm not sure if it sounds like that's her standard tone that she plays even when she's doing the support work in just the rest of the song, or rest of the instrumental. I love that she had a mixture of both picking and kind of slapping and popping because it's just cool, right? And normally bassists will pick one or the other and they'll do a showcase of that, but I love that she blended the two. Awesome. Shout out rhythm guitarist for doing a rhythm solo. I think that's fantastic. I think that's awesome. And then they all collab together on that, bringing out little pieces of what they've done. The only thing missing right now is the drummer. So I'm hoping we get a little bit of that as well, because so far this is a gem. as a musician, this is just so cool to see. I love this. It's fantastic. Oh man, love that. That was super cool. Really, exactly what I wanted from them. Um, the only thing I would ask for if I could was just a little bit longer of a drum solo, because I know how good she is as well. But that was fantastic. It's one of those things where if you've ever played in a band and you've gone through to a practice, and before you start practicing and you're all warming up, someone starts playing one riff and someone latches onto that and does another thing, and without even verbally communicating, you just start playing this awesome thing that kind of seems like it never ends. And I would imagine that's how that came about, because it's just so many great catchy pieces, and good on them for not trying to turn all of those into their own individual songs and being brave enough to go, here's an instrumental. It's just a fun piece to give the singer a break, to give the audience just a good time, to kind of not follow that traditional structure of a song and just have fun with it. I love that they all had a moment to shine, and they deserve it because they're all fantastic. That was loads of fun. It was incredibly cool. Let me know what you want for the next one, because we are not done with Band Maid by a long shot. So thank you very much for that. Until the next one, please be safe, be nice to each other, and have a damn good day.